All right, Kelly. So I'm just going to step through some of these comps with you real fast. So here is your neighborhood, and really specifically, this is our neighborhood of focus, right? So up here, we've got single-family homes. Not really a um, good way to comp our property. Over here, we really have condos. Again, these are much smaller places, not anything we want to use for our comp. This one will take it's a single family house. So again, don't really want to focus on those. And same with these. These are condos over here in the 300s. And so we really don't want to focus on these either. So this is your neighborhood, and these are very identical properties. I had to go pretty far back to find them. So we're going to definitely lean on the most recent comp, but this will give you an idea of how the properties have been, increasing in value over the years. And but let me show you what we got now. So I kind of narrowed this down. I'm going to send you these. No, I'm going to send you these three because these are the three that we want to focus on. These are quite a bit smaller. So our total square footage is, so it shows finished square footage of 1700, but really it's not showing that basement being finished out. So our total square footage is 2700. It's showing our finished square footage at 1700. That's not accurate. That's why it's good for me to look at these. That changes a lot because if you got to finish out a basement, it adds quite a bit of rehab to it. Um, so that's good. And also, we're not a two bedroom or two bath. That is a four bedroom, three bath. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remember from yesterday. So, so we got a 4.3 here that went for 425, but that was a ways back. I think that was, we'll take a look at these closer here in a second. Then there's this 430 to 2.3 finished square footage of 2,900 square foot. Oops, here we go. Finished square footage, 2,900 square foot. Finished square footage, 26, 27. So these are all pretty darn close to what we want to do. So we're going to focus on these three. Let me pause this. I'll get this set up for you. And I'm going to send you pictures of these three properties so that you have a good idea. Now we can go much further out. I mean, I can look for condos or townhouses in other neighborhoods down the way, but it's not really going to be that big of a help. I think we have all the information we need here. This is what most uh, buyers agents are going to look at for their clients is this, and that's what I would present to everyone that has any questions on our listing price. I'd present this, but I don't think we're going to run into too much of that, not in this market. So anyways, so let me pause this and I will put this together and send it over to you and finish up this video. All right, Kelly. So now that we've got our three comps that we're really going to focus on, I'm just going to step through these real quick or as quickly as I possibly can here, and I'll just show you my thought process. So here is the first one, and just to look at on a map, we've got these two that back to the golf course. This one sold at 430, 410, 425, and let's dig into these a little bit closer. So here's this 430. This is our most recent comp. This is one we're probably going to focus on the most. So this sold last spring. They listed at 440. They dropped it to 430 to get it sold. It took them 7 days to get it under contract. And so this one is a 2,900 square foot. Is listed at 2 bedroom, 3 bath. Right now we're at, here's our realtor sheet. We're 2 bedroom, 2 bath, but we're going to be listing ours as a 4.3 with that finished square footage in the basement, 2-car garage, so on and so forth. So that is our most recent one. So that's why I was kind of thinking we probably want to list somewhere around 420, 430, try to create a lot of activity, a lot of eyes on the property, and try to create that bidding war to make it go up. So that's my thought process on that. That's what seems to be working really well in this market is listing low, creating a bidding war, and then putting me to work on negotiating the series of offers that come in. So And then here is the next one. So let's take a, you know what, I should really show you this. Will take a little bit more time. Let's go through the photos real fast. This one backs to that pond. Pretty cool water feature there. Deck looks okay. Is it back? Does this one back to that pond? Or is that back to, no, that backs to the golf course. Oh, they're showing that pond in the front. Okay. So this backs to the golf course. Let's get to the inside of this house. Sorry to flip through this really quick, but we get that. Okay. So this is what I noticed about this house. The carpet was definitely dated. Still had the popcorn ceilings in here, which is kind of a dated feature. They did have can lights up here. This is what they did with the fireplace. That was pretty nice. Paint was okay. Carpet is this. I mean, they should have replaced the carpet at least, but they didn't. This is all pretty nice. I actually like that chandelier. It's very similar to your chandelier you had in there. Nice front doors. You know, it's not a fresh remodel by any means, but it's nice. You know, it's the kitchen cabinets look newer. They got white appliances. They've got this garden feature in there. They must all have them in there because that's pretty neat. I like that. Granite countertops, which is a nice feature. Let me see, back deck. You know, the doors are okay. This is, you know, I wouldn't say that this is far from, I mean, downstairs looks like they haven't even finished a closet. So it's kind of a semi-finished downstairs. Again, the carpets and walls are kind of beat up down there. So I wouldn't say that that is great condition. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely a move-in condition, but it's not a fresh remodel is where I'm going with that. Okay, so this was sold in looks like the early summer of 2019. It was 24 days on the market. They listed at 425, or they listed at 425. They closed at 425. Similar square footage as yours, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, which is what we'll list yours at. And just going through the photos on this one, I think this one was a little nicer. So this is another one. This one I think was facing the pond. But this one's pretty nice inside. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but it's okay. Like, I mean, it's pretty clean. Kitchen cabinets are pretty nice, you know, older black appliances. But they got a big tree in there. That is, I just really like these little things. That's kind of cool. Um, but floors are nice. For the sake of trying to speed up this video so you're not watching this all day, we're going to go through this pretty quick. They updated this fireplace by just painting it white. You know, I wish that you still had that brick exposure because that's what I'd recommend. That seems to be kind of the style these days, but you're stuck with that fireplace as it is, so you have to probably put something on it. Yikes. Pretty dated bathroom. But yeah, this backs to that pond. So this is a pretty cool feature in here. So, but we're at 425 on this one. And then that was in 2019. And then here is this other one in the fall of 2019. They listed it at 412, sold at 410. They had this thing on the market forever. Nightmare, right? So don't want to do that. So we want, our square footage is somewhere around, well, the total square footage is 3,000, but their finished square footage is 27. 3-bedroom, 4-bath, and going through the photos on this one also back to the golf course. If that's the way that they were, this is kind of a negative for a lot of people, especially in this neighborhood. So this would be only older people are not going to be interested in this, or you know, disabled or anybody that doesn't want to climb a bunch of stairs like me. So you know, that is actually kind of a downfall a little bit, but pretty decent inside, newer carpet. And newer kitchen. So, you know, this one's actually pretty nice inside. A little dated in the bathroom, but not terrible. So this is one of the, whoa, what is going on here? So some kind of unfinished part of the basement. Not sure what that's all about, but anyways. So this one, yeah, sold at 410. I can, you know, this isn't a, you know, there's some drawbacks to this one and why it took so much longer to sell. So I'm not going to be overly concerned about that, especially in this market. I think we're going to be fine. So I'm also going to send you one more video. Well, here, let's just take a look at. I'm going to pause this, look at inventory, so you see that, and that should pretty much wrap it up. But these are the three that we're going to focus on. So you know, your value is going to be in this market. You know, you're going to be somewhere around north of 430. And I think the best way to price this is let the market tell us what we're going to get. That's what I've been advising lately, and it's working really well. So let me pause this. We'll take a look at inventory. So I'll show you why I'm pretty hot on doing this sooner rather than later. I know my job is to sell houses, but I also want to do the right thing for you. And I do really believe that the right thing is to get this on the market sooner rather than later, and I'm going to explain why here in a second. All right, so Kelly, here's the last thing I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you inventory of what's going on in our current market. And this is the reason why I think we're just in a really unique time to for sellers to really move properties. If you're not looking to buy another house in the Denver market and you're only looking to sell, geez, you couldn't ask for a better perfect storm than what we're in right now. So here is where we're at right now. We're in the lowest inventory levels that we've seen ever. I mean, as far as back as it'll go. So we have 3,200 houses on the market right now. So inventory seasonal. So spring summers are usually our high peak and the backup. I mean, I'm sure you understand this. So low inventory means that we have much greater demand and pricing goes much higher, right? And it drives pricing. As we get into summer months, there's more houses on the market, so there's more for buyers to pick from, and so we don't have that as much of an advantage as we do when the inventory is low. So that's I just wanted to point out that piece. I'm sure that's quite obvious, but I just wanted to go through that real fast. So we're at a really low inventory level right now, and the reason is because this coronavirus has shut down, tax foreclosure sales, tax lien sales, eviction processes have been completely stopped or slowed down, and even new builders have taken a big hit with just their labor forces being slowed down with this coronavirus. But I do anticipate this inventory is going to start ramping back up. I don't think we're going to see it ramp up to like 2010 or anything. But, as we get this flood of foreclosures hitting the market, this flood of eviction properties that hit the market, tax liens, so on and so forth, all these courts are starting to open back up. This coronavirus is starting to go away. So everybody is anticipating this inventory to climb quite a bit, maybe even higher than 2019, 2018. Here's the peaks of the summer months, right? 2017, 2016, 2015. I anticipate that to go higher. So here's our winter months right here. February, January, December, January, February. This is seasonally, this is our low inventory time. So getting properties on the market in February and March usually is, as inventory starts to ramp back up, is usually advantageous for the seller. So, but you can see that here's just, seasonally, here's the low times, and here's our inventory high times. So that's why I'm saying if you want to really take advantage of low inventory, I'd say sooner rather than later. I can go into more detail on that if you'd like, but that really does paint a pretty good picture of why I'm saying, yeah, let's maybe even get a contractor in there, somebody that helps speed this along so you can get on the market and take advantage of this low inventory time, because I anticipate a lot like a lot of others in the business, as all this new inventory starts to come on that's been held back for the last year due to the coronavirus, is going to start hitting the market. We're going to start to see this inventory line go up. So, anyways, hopefully that helps. Show you a little bit about what I'm looking at on my end. So, anyways, give me a shout when you're ready, and we'll see what we can get figured out.